Well, Cam, that is truly amazing. Up next are two ladies who need no introduction.
So we're going to be performing spoken word poetry for you tonight.
So spoken word is poetry that is meant to be read out loud, and it doesn't have to rhyme. It can be free verse, so it's a little more relaxed than Shakespeare.
We want to apologize in advance for the amount of cliches in this poem. We counted about 32, which is obscene, so we're sorry.
And this poem we wrote together, and it reflects our experiences and our thoughts on and in high school, so we hope that you enjoy it.
Thank you.
In 5th grade, my dad told me, the Parkers are coming for dinner. They have a daughter your age.
I had just moved to town, and making friends proved challenging because I was in my awkward stage.
And so we met. Hi, I'm Sophie Faxon.
Hi, I'm Sophia Parker. Nice to meet you.
So middle school was awkward at its best, and when high school came, I was beyond ready to play sports, to be less uncomfortable, and to be cool. And as far as I knew, I was going to run the school.
Puberty was, let's just say puberty was not my thing. I was gangly, taller than the rest, poopy hair, not well dressed. My head in a book, my pride kept me cold. Essentially, I was Hermione Granger, but in a taller, redheaded, more awkward mold.
I remember walking through the doors of my new stomping ground and thinking, this is high school, a whole new game. A varsity starter, I thought the whole place knew my name, work was easy, sports were fun, life was good. I saw all of the seniors, but some seemed cooler than the rest. I need to be like them. That statement became my life's quest. So I stopped talking to old friends, and I gained new ones. I thought those relationships were meant to meet their ends.
In high school, people smiled at me. Older boys held doors open and laughed at my jokes. I felt happy and noticed where before I was waved at most. Older girls invited me on their weekend plans, and not wanting to screw up my new role on the inside, I went along with each stupid idea, danced to all the new jams. I went from an awkward, shy, silent year to a year where I was out every night. I was consumed with my new shiny life.
The school year of 2011 to 2012. Into this fiasco allowed us to delve. It started like the year before, but with a state championship under my belt, I was confident, cool, and respected. Or so I thought. So on January 20th, by reality, I found myself caught. It hit me so hard like a slap across the face, leaving slowly fading welts that told me what it means to be cool, what it really means to respect, and what it feels like to be hated.
The feeling of inclusion, of being invited to things, of even just being with people was addicting, and in constant fear of withdrawal from this drug that I call popularity, I became whatever was necessary to keep these friends close. I was rebellious and fresh, and a slacker in school, kicked on makeup or short dress, felt pressure to drink to be cool. As my image elevated, my ego, pride, and self-consciousness inflated, I was a helium balloon floating so far away from the ground that I lost sight of what I knew to be true. In the midst of my elevation, I pushed others down further, and not just a few. Gossip, a treacherous, devious bird, flew rampant straight from my mouth.
Junior year was interesting because no one was really listening to the crisis of one another. We all started to move, to find this new groove, and leave the things that we knew so well. No, junior year was not too swell. We ditched the old habits for new habits that slowly became toxic, creeping up on us like a black mold, silently but surely decaying the sound structure of our home base, that safe place, that thing we called our friend group.
Set in a new environment, I became a healthier, happier, truer me, but set back here, I wasn't quite sure how to be myself around people who knew me so well before, but couldn't ever really see. A mix of anxiety, melancholy, unsureness, and anger made me meaner, colder, less confident, unsure. I never meant to be mean, and I'm sorry. All I wanted was to still be friends and to still be myself, so I was defensive and hurt and hurting others, and I should have just asked for help. All meanwhile, we grew more invested in our futures, palpable but not quite in reach. We were opinionated, harsh, disloyal, and weak. And senior year, and now we're here.
4 years through.
And you start to realize things that maybe you should have seen before.
And this is what we've seen.
We've seen gossip and judgment and labels.
And we've seen bad decisions and social climbing and disloyalty.
And we're culprits of this too, perhaps more than anyone else.
And we're sorry.
Looking around, we're afraid that this is going to continue.
And we bet that some of you have seen this too.
So if you take one thing from listening to me, let it be to challenge what you see.
That friend that you don't talk to anymore, keep talking, because they care more than you know.
Speak more gently with your words, because you're not always right.
You're not too cool to be weird. You're too weird to be cool. Stay weird, it's more fun.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Only say the good things, because the bad, they'll boomerang back to you.
Laugh, smile, be happy a lot more often because sadness isn't alluring or mysterious, it's just sad.
Don't push people away. Pull them closer.
You don't know anyone else's situation. If someone is rude or cuts practice or is a slacker in school, just cut them a break because you have no idea what anyone else is going through and everyone is fighting their own battles.
Be a floater, because groups are too mainstream.
Be kinder, but also be far more honest.
We must challenge what we say.
We are following the path of those who have gone before us, so stop.
Stop pressing the repeat button on the track of high school folklore, because history repeats itself.
You only have 612 days left if you're a freshman.
Or 432 if you're a sophomore.
Or 252 if you're a junior.
Or 72 days of school left in this building.
So don't count down how many days you have to escape.
But count how many days of change you can make.
Thank you.